time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the California Golden Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Toss sweep right. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Hard-hitting tackle. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for space. It's Brave. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Going to swing it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting at this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. He's going to run it. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
To the air. It's Russell. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. On the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Steve gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. You see, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Toss sweep to the right. He has the first and still on his feet. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. They'll send the back in motion. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Got a man. It's Cooper. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bray. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Gets away from one, finds room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Golden Bears have pushed it inside the 20. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The play action fake. He's going to take off. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense in hurry-up mode. Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Turning it on! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on his way to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Second and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and get them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They'll line up for a second down play. Toss to the outside. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Give to the running back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Bringing it back. Touchdown time. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paulo? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Warner. Right down the middle. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
There he goes! Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Motion from the back. The handoff, keep working on that clock. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 2nd down coming up. Let's go! Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Plucks it out of the air. Tackled there by the defense. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Fakes the grab on the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally.